Go, go, go. Coach F here with you. Welcome. Friday, July the 9th. Is it? I'm all messed up. Yes, it's Friday, July the 9th. Coach F before you. Very happy to be with you. Finally, now this is the real life I was waiting for. Still no ping there though, actually. So I'm going to let people get in. Sorry for the reply. It seems that we are now live using a new tool, experimenting like the Scrum is suggesting us, inspect and adapt and test things freely. So it's not my full logo yet. You see, here's the Livestream. And today I'm asking the question how fragile we are. And yes, I should have bring Sting. I should have been Sting for this great. Exactly. So you are listening my beautiful show, the 28th episode of Friday Live Agile. I love it. It's 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 Central, and 6 p.m. for you, my friend. And in Europe, and maybe if you're in the UK, I know it's about 5 o'clock. So welcome, everybody. Come on down. Come on in for the lounge, this virtual lounge. We are going to do today a Q&A because I received a lot of emails, surprisingly, with tips or without tips. That's not what is important right now, but I really appreciate all the people who are giving us tips. And yes, at the Agile Lounge, we are accepting Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. All the links are in the description below. And we accept currency from all around the world on fiat money. And you could use the PayPal me. And for the Canucks, the Canadian out there, you could actually, now I'm just worried, are we live? Anyways, as I said, for the Canucks, you could also give us the tips using the Interact. And as I said, in the description below of this video, you will have everything you need for this. Are we live right now? We seems to be live. I just want to make a check here. The proper title, because we are testing it the Agile way, isn't it? So we are live. Yes, that's the proper title. Do we have the description I keep saying about? We do have the description. And of course, it's powered by Restream. I'm testing Restream this week. Maybe next Friday, I'm going to test StreamYard to see which one will be a better user experience for you truly, to go with more studio. As you can see, my studio is building here in Montreal, Shirley. And again, in the comment below, please tell me if the music is too loud. And I see 5 people are joining right now this live session. So please again. So it seems to work the way I want. So far, so good. We're going to see it. And of course, in the comment below, please tell me, do you like this new kind of way of using the visual with using Restream today, July the 9th. And next week, we are going to try it with, what's the name of it again? Jesus Christ. Oh, yes. It's going to be StreamYard. So the title of this 28th episode is How Fragile We Are, because I had a great discussion with Prospect, with other Agile coach, about which organization in Montreal is fragile, which means like they try hard to do Agile. And I'm referring you to one of the podcasts on the Dare Real Agile that we did a couple of weeks ago about to be or to do Agile, isn't it? And so that's, again, a kind of a conversation that the community still have. So let's see. So that's, again, a kind of a... Yeah, the sound is good. Conversation that the community still have. So let's see. All right. So that was a testing. So welcome once again to this other edition of a free, unscripted, open, all right, business agility, conscious leadership with Coach F. It's me. Yes, I am Coach F. And you could follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The only social network that I'm there, it's Instagram. And actually, it's been a while to do a live on Instagram. So shall we go live on Instagram? And of course, this restream is offering a lot of social media all the way up to 30, but no Instagram unless they ask us to go through, what should I call it? The Facebook Live. I don't know. But anyways, the thing is, when you want to provide a great user experience, I prefer to use my iPhone. This is the way, okay? The iPhone to go actually. Okay, let me do it like this, like that. No? What the fuck? Cannot do live anymore? Ah, here it is. We have to choose. Okay, so when you do a live on the, when you do a live on Instagram, the funny thing is, so you have to provide the best watch experience. You got to do it with your iPhone on top of your camera, okay? And the iPhone has a beautiful, like, mine is iPhone Pro. Is it okay now? Okay. So let's do this. Sorry about that, guys, on YouTube. I'll come back to you very soon. Yeah. Experimentation. When you implement Scrum and the lean thinking way, this is what you have to do. You have to test things to see if they work. And then you gather in a retrospective and you say to yourself, nah, that doesn't work. So let's stop doing this and let's try this idea from Sandra instead. Yes. So you're going to see, we're going to get into the art of the subject very soon. And now, real en direct. How fragile we are. It wasn't from Sting, or was still the Police. That was, I think it's Sting, Fragile. How fragile we are. So let's do this, because Instagram follower and the YouTube subscriber are actually right now in kind of a race to bring me to 500 and especially bring me on YouTube to 1,000 to unleash a lot of freebie stuff. Unless I purchase a green screen and I keep building my studio office here in Montreal. So Instagram, Agile Loungers, welcome. Take a seat, be with us. And yeah, and let's have this Friday Live Agile conversation, isn't it? Isabelle Gérard, bonjour, comment allez-vous? Je crois que vous parlez français. J'ai rapidement lu tout à l'heure votre super intéressante présentation. Vous m'inspirez peut-être à le faire. Quand j'ai commencé à être entrepreneur, j'avais un coach au Founder Institute that was suggesting to actually present ourselves into a more natural way. And I really enjoy following you. I love the way you approach social media. I'm not only following you on Instagram. So maybe if you go to my link in bio, you could find on top of all my workshop that I'm providing. And right now, that's the beauty of it. The workshop, since I'm in Montreal right now as a digital nomad, and I'm back in my office at the Crew Collective, I'm offering 3 ways, yes, for the best guest experience. You could still have, for your safety, the Zoom session that we do with Mural, very interactive session, even more than these lives that we do on YouTube and Instagram right now. And we have also the possibility right now, because we are in a green zone, to welcome you into our magnificent lounge of the Agile Lounge for Business Agility at 360 Saint-Jacques. It's inside the Crew Collective co-working, as well as the Great Cafe. For the next month, though, the funny thing is, yes, we are green. Yes, we could welcome up to 4 people. Okay, they allow me up to 8 people in the room, but I prefer to have 4 people. and it's gonna be a better guest experience. So again, for you on YouTube, if you go in the link in the description, you might be able to find out our workshop we do for this summer, the Talent Agile Workshop, specially created for talent acquisition people, anyone who works in HR. And remember, in the world of business agility and conscious leadership, HR stands for human relation. And I really praise and shout out everyone out there that are using the term, I think if the letters should be TNC, talent and culture. Yes, because this is putting people first over anything else. And we don't say in IT and business that the anything else is not important, but we are praising, right? We are praising what's on the left, and it's people. And so yes, process and procedure are important. Yes, documentation could be important, reference. But if you don't have a great interaction between people, if you don't create a great culture, a great inviting base culture, it's an invitation. You never force anything into your workers, because what they're going to do, they're going to leave. So this is how fragile we are. Especially in Montreal. I've been out for more than a year. In the last 18 months since this crisis, I was out most of the time. It's really my third month total in the last 18 months here in Montreal. And again, speaking with people, speaking with prospect, future client, colleagues, and so on in the world of agility. And I said the world of agility, it's the greater community that include every frameworks possible. But the framework are not that important. Because if you really want to be an innovator, if you really want to put people first, starting by your worker, or your worker have a feeling of engagement, and thus they are engaged of producing the work that make your company something great, someone great, offering your professional services, offering your product, offering your software, offering anything in your shop. Okay, it's all about this. It's a working software, the original manifesto said 20 years ago. But nowadays, we are talking about a working product, a working solution, an efficient, great experience to guests, to customer. Okay, that's more important than documentation. Anyways, welcome to this beautiful Friday Live episode the 28th. Again, I thank you very much for your tips that I received again last week. So let's shout out and let's be thankful of all of you. First and foremost, we are not at the 10 to 12 subscriber on my YouTube channel a week now. Maybe it's the summer, maybe it's the holidays, the vacation. I understand that. But we still have welcome 3 new subscribers on YouTube, the channel YouTube of Agile Lounge for Business Agility. Then we could be sure that we are live every Friday, every week. It's been more than 30 weeks now. It's the episode 28. Well, it's probably our 30 weeks straight live. I did maybe one premiere last week about a questionnaire. You could go and watch it again, especially if you're a recruiter out there. You might love it to have this kind of teaser tips of my workshop for talent acquisition and talent performance screening. So we call it Talent Agile. It's a signature pattern here of one of our workshops for the people in HR and people in recruitment. So yeah, that was a great video, and I received a tips from Catherine Binglada. She's a senior recruiter. We won't say anywhere because she authorized me to be thankful with her name and the fact that she gave me $20. So thank you very much about this. And I received also from Bingladi, if I pronounce well, Bingladi Amarashi. He gave me a couple of Satoshi, and Satoshi is because of course the Bitcoin right now is in around 35,000-40,000 US dollars. Of course, I won't expect to have a full Bitcoin. When I said you could send me Bitcoins, is yes, could be Satoshi, which is a fraction, is the smallest fraction of it. So you send me anything you want. It's voluntary, just because, like those people did last week. And then I welcome also 3 new subscribers into the channel, and I hope you're gonna like what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the summer maybe just to do some live, to update with you, to engage with the community, to invite you to join us, and to talk about our workshop, to talk also about this conference on August 18, organized by the Open Leadership Network, where our last guest on the Dare Real Agile podcast, Mr. Daniel Mizik, was part of it. And I just hope truly that you're going to join us on August the 18th. It's going to be a virtual conference for now, and this virtual conference is about inviting change. No, excuse me, inviting based change. How do you engage people into transformation of your business, scaling of your business? Because again, you are not transforming Agile, nor scaling Agile. You want to scale and transform your business, okay, or part of your business. And yes, you could actually be Agile doing it, or be lean, but not mean. All right, guys, we have a lot to talk about today. I give my thanks. I'm inviting you to subscribe, to share, to like it. It's been 16 minutes. I'm rumbling. And today it's a really free, open space, unscripted again, authentic. I'm an authentic leader. I'm an authentic entrepreneur. And I want to talk to you about the fragility of Agile. And I'm concerned always when I get conversation. The beauty of people. People are very beautiful. People are willing to do things, to improve their business, to improve their ways. And at some point, they will be, unfortunately, surrender by, should I call them leader? Because for us, when we also offer our consultancy and coaching on conscious leadership, yeah, they could be leader, but they are not conscious leader. So that's the thing. Because sometimes we said, like, we take a manager, someone with a management name, and we bring them to become a leader. And so this is what we use for that is all these patterns offered by the Conscious Leadership Center from Richard Barrett from London, England. And we expand it to any executive or any manager that would like to become more of a leader. And what is a leader? It's someone that inspires others to work and togetherness and to satisfy the client, isn't it? So it's very, for me, the equation that I keep doing and I keep exploring and I keep, it's really based on that very, very great approach of everything that we've learned in the last 20 years with the Software Development Agile Manifesto, or should I say the Manifesto for Agile Software Development, that now bring us, of course, to the management of the product and to everything in the entire enterprise. And Enterprise Scrum was probably one of the first kind of pattern framework to help you deal with that aspect that these great ideas, these great values and principle, they should bring value also to any other department or teams within your organization. So that's why the scaling of Agile kind of born. But the matter of fact, if you cannot be an organization really kind of Agile if you still keeping that kind of silo within your organization. So let's say the marketing department that will try to create new customer is not aware that you are doing user stories, for instance. Well, guess what? They will never provide you with the proper information for you to develop something clear as a tool or as a service that you offer. So we saw it often in the last 30 years the struggling of one of these 12 principles of bringing business and IT working together. And sometimes all the transformation of business are really about this. The change management will really be about this principle. And we leave the other 11 kind of alone. It's kind of sad, though. So this is why at the Agile Lounge, we have an holistic and agnostic approach. We are very empathic of your reality and your interrelation between everyone in the organization. So we're going to try to pinpoint a pilot team that could try some suggestion that we're going to do. And actually, I'd like to do this a more natural way, like the course I'm having right now. I'm receiving on real leadership and real virtual training. A lot of people using a lot of tools. I don't mind about tools, but what about putting people first? So I try, and yes, all my marketing coach and now my Agile coach is telling me, look at the camera, because looking at the camera is like looking at you in the eyes, right? And use real paper stuff, not just the screening stuff for the visual out there. So this is a great thing that I borrow from Matthias, and if I pronounce well, Matthias Holmgren. And I found it in Swedish. I'm not saying that I speak Swedish, but I understand Swedish. And this colleague at Krips, consultant, Matthias Holmgren, he creates something very great that I met him in London in 2018 at the Scrum gathering in London, and Scrum Alliance. I can't wait to be with you again, hopefully in Portugal, Lisbon. I don't know when, this fall or 2022. And anyways, I miss you guys. I just want to say that. And I met this gentleman there, and he did like a workshop about the cultural and also the dimension of agile leadership. How do you actually balance consulting and coaching? Yes, it's going to be a theme that I'm going to be more and more talking about because I think people don't talk enough about it, and they don't understand it. Oh, and by the way, on that subject, I would like to thank Evelyn Tian to inspire me to probably change. Don't know if we're going to have to change this. Okay. This X-Wing diagram that Lisa Atkins kind of built like 5-6 years ago. I still think this is valuable to see the entire Scrum coach or Agile coach, where it is exactly. Okay, where is he exactly? Where is she? But of course, the trampoline of balancing, okay, the consulting and the coaching, especially when you are a consultant, when you are a freelancer like me and like many others out there. So I think this is like very important. This is very important to actually do that. So as you could see right now, I'm just playing around the tool. Okay, so we don't have access to everything, right? Okay, no problems. I'm just playing with my new tool, and I see that probably, yeah, we have to pay to have let's say that I'm gonna have an interview. I could do it here. Okay, so nevertheless, so that X-Wing diagram is still something good, but I'm gonna probably refine it. We improve, we evolve to speak better about like all of these domains. We have teaching and mentoring, and we have, we have the coaching aspect, which is it coaching a team or coaching an enterprise, executive coaching, and facilitation. But there's no consultancy in here, so I'm gonna redefine it. Probably using a new visual, a combination of the X-Wing, because I like it, especially with the domain, and a combination of this trampoline, because yes, you're jumping, consultant, coach. So consultant, coach, the 4 aspect of the X-Wing, and of course the domain. And on this one, I did made something like to speak to client with Scrum, Kanban, and change management. But, it's mastering business. It's mastering business, mastering transformation, mastering business, and It's mastering technical thing. But of course, this one I made it to speak about people about where I was on Scrum and versus Kanban. So you always adapt everything because it's exactly the thing. If you are good at something, put it there, put your skills and so on. Anyway, let's go back to Matthias Ogrim that I met in London, and I participated in this workshop. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the eyes of Instagram and YouTube, Instagram and YouTube. So this is where you see me, my eyes pumping and showing. So, and anyway, I'm quite more beautiful on Instagram because I'm using the iPhone 11 Pro. And this is 720p here from Restream YouTube, and the iPhone, it's a beautiful 1920 pixel. He make you look good. All right, so here it is. I'm mostly concentrate for the guest experience of the YouTuber right now. I don't know if you could see it here. Let's see. And a little bit for my friend over on Instagram. So that was something very great that he did to explain his role to a new team at the beginning of the mandate for a group and teams and everything. So it's mostly, it's really, I'm really adapting myself to where's the camera. It's not like, okay. So my role as a coach and what you guys should expect. So I really suggest every coach that include a Scrum Master, by the way, really pay attention because a Scrum Master is a coach. Okay, like, let's be frank. So you're a coach and you're coaching mode, and you will say, I am not your leader. I am not your manager or your boss. I am not your decision maker. You are. You, the team, are the decision maker. I am not your cheerleaders either. And almost 9 out of 10, when I came into this, I'm not your cheerleaders, there's always someone in the room or on Zoom that's telling me, oh, I thought a coach was a cheerleaders. Yes, well, not necessarily in consulting mode. It might be through into the, let's say you're a Scrum Master, you're a coach within the organization. Yes, of course, you might remove this, I'm not your cheerleaders. But yes, of course, the role of a coach is to encourage you, to invite you, to suggest you things that you will actually cheer people to do. But don't get too much into expecting your consultant coach that it's here for a brief moment, because if you'd like value, and this is why the next level agile program that I'm creating right now, that I'm using in 2 of my actual mandate, it's on-demand tailored coaching and training. And we do that because we'd like to engage you to become autonomous and independent very fast. It's not that I don't like my client and I don't like it. Some are really great and thrilled to work with. I could spend years and years there. But I'd like to be efficient. And efficient here, I'm talking about saving you money and giving you a great foundation base in whatever you choose with your team to achieve. Okay, so that's the most important thing for me and for us at the Agile Lounge for Business Agility Coaching and Training Center. Okay, so this is why when I meet a new team, we have a discussion about this. So now you see who I am. I'm your consultant. I'm your coach. I'm not your cheerleaders. I'm not your manager. I'm not making decisions. I'm not even deciding anything. You are. And I'm not your leader. Of course, I could be in front of leadership and of cheerleadership to show you. I could show you, of course, I could show your internal coach or the one we are going to hire together to be this, but I am not. And Matthias make it really clear in his workshop, and I loved it. I had a cafe with him, and I asked him if I could actually translate it into English and French, and he said yes, of course. And this is why it's really important, and I will expect the same. You always say it's a co-creation, so you always say from who it is, link to them. This is how you collaborate. This is how you are honest. This is how you say, like, no, I'm not the creator of this. I've got things in it, but here it was inspired from. It's very important. And I really appreciate when people wrote to us and ask us, could we use this from your website? And we said, of course, yes, it's open, but please refer to us. Please say you were inspired by Agile Lounge. And we are going to be in a great, great, great interaction and collaboration. So now I will guide you to find the solution. Yes, a consultant will consult some stakeholders who are in a kind of a more decision and leading mode. So we consult them. We don't coach them unless they ask you for executive coaching. And that will be another story. But in a consulting mode, any entrepreneur coach out there should be there to guide you to find solution. For the team and the coach, train the trainer, and scrum the scrum, the same thing. I'm guiding you with my experience. I can give you some example, practical ways, but I'm not there to find solution. I'm there to guide you to find them by yourself and make that kind of pattern and habit. Then when we leave, you got it by yourself. Then I will give you feedback. Yes, expect a lot of feedback, which is more important than being a cheerleader, the one-batting. No. Don't do one-batting. Give feedback, honest, authentic feedback with a smile and sometimes with frown. It's important. If you only expect the Ren and Stimpy, happy, joy, I'm sorry. We are living in a multi-dimensional world with emotion and reason. When it's time to be pragmatic and reasonable, we are. When it's time to have fun and completely goofy, let's do this. But let's balance it, the yin and the yang. And I will suggest you, that's probably the part that I love the most, especially with my 20-something experience here, my 20 years, some experience here. So I will suggest you things for you to try. And I love to facilitate the first planning, for example, the first release roadmap organization, the first time. So with Agile Lounge coaches, expect to have practical training. We do some kind of gaming, yes, but the gaming, it will be with your tools, it will be with your real thing. You build in our workshop things that after the workshop, you got an artifact such as a value list, a product backlog. You could have your design product requirement, anything is there. Okay, so this is very, very, very important to understand. If you'd like to hire us, it's because you'd like to have practical stuff and you'd like to have a ROTI, ROTI, return on time invest. And with us, that means that after a workshop, it's more inside the workshop, we do training, but we also giving you things to do from your real stuff. That's our signature pattern at the Agile Lounge. And this is why you hire us more and more, especially with the next level Agile coaching that push it to the on-demand things, because we're going to have quality of presence together. And yes, so this is, please contact me if you'd like to know more. And I'll be more than happy to have a discovery call with you. The link are in the description as well to get your free discovery call and talked about what we could do together to make your employee happier and more efficient, and also satisfy your customer. Then the fourth thing that we're going to do, and I will, as a coach consultant, I will send you the mirror back at you. Oh, yes, individually or as a team. Sometimes when people start to argue, I'm going to send you the mirror back at you, because it's not the tool or it's not the person the problem. Sometimes it's just a situation. So we're going to send you the mirror back at you and say, like, stop pointing fingers, stop blaming others. And as a coach, I will never blame you. I will actually make you realize that you might tune your behavior to be a better version of yourself. And finally, I will challenge you, even call you out. Yes, expect it, because a coach at some point, I could give you a lot of example. I could train you on things. I could suggest you things to do. And we agreed on this. We always agreed on everything. It's on invitation. And if I've got people in the group that they don't want it, I will deal with a consultancy bluff thing that we said. So we said, if you don't want it, either you don't disrupt the group, or either you start thinking about changing the team, changing to go to another team. So yes, challenge, calling out respectfully. It's there at some point. Like, if you keep asking me the same question and you I will never park a question, but at some point I could challenge you or call you out about what have you learned 3 weeks ago, or maybe help me telling you into another ways. Maybe it's me who's not expressing. So, I'm going to be empathic, but you have to expect from your coach to call you out at some point and fast learn some things. And then, of course, to do all this, there is I will need your permission. And this is why I said every coach should agree with his individual coachee, professional coaching, or with the team and with the organization. This should be the first thing you do on your first day. Telling them who you are, what you will do, it's your parameter, it's your boundaries, and what you need. And you need the permission of people to do this. You need the trust. You're going to build trust, okay? With action. You're going to need also the quality of presence of them, including the executive, including access to C-level people who should be there to support the team that hire you. And of course, I will need, this is an addition from me, the intention. Are you coachable? That's what I'm saying, though. So that's a very important tips I just give out there to any Scrum Master and coach. Always do it on the first day, even before you start doing the team working agreement. And you will inspire people with their team working agreement, utilizing this, my role as a coach, and what to expect from me. Because you're going to say it clearly, Again, the VUCA Pro, putting clarity. And we're going to see in a next episode very soon, talking about this invitation-based change conference on August 18. I'm going to add the link. And oh, yes, you could. Actually, I should have. You are going to have in the description or the first comment after this live the exact link to get your tickets. Right now, I think they are at $45 because it's $10 every week, or as soon as they reach out. So it started at $10. Now it's in the $45 for that session of August 18 from the Open Leadership Network for the Invitation-Based Change Conference. And if you use my code, could I do this here? Let's try it. No, I can't. Okay. So, anyways, I'm gonna put it in the first comment. That will be actually catch there. So, and you use the code They're Real all together, a promo code on Eventbrite, and you're gonna have 50% off the price of the ticket. At the moment, the price is there. All right, guys. So So this is how fragile we are because we are not setting the patterns. We are not setting the agreement between us. We are not applying those values or telling us interaction. That's really, please remember individual, the people first, and interaction over process and tools. This is the basic, guys. Why are you trying to reinvent the wheel if the wheel bring you to somewhere? Product, service, or solution over any comprehensive documentation. How good is documentation if your thing doesn't work?
That was easy.
The customer collaboration. Could you have a cafe, a tea, a cacao, a hot cacao, a drink, a martini, sit down, engage in conversation, listen, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. And of course, things could change. The universe, the cosmos, the life is in movement. So why are you so disappointing when your plan failed? Of course it's failed because your acceptance criteria of a plan is it should go as planned. Respond to change. Be flexible. This is the art core of agile and business agility. Okay? Responding to change over following a plan. And then again, we are not saying that the gray stuff here on your left, I think, are not important. We are just saying that we value the orange stuff more. Of course, you have to do a roadmap, a plan, a release plan, even though. You got to have a holistic, a greater vision, but it have to be a clear vision. And how do you achieve that vision? It's by collaborating with your customer and having a sane, open, inviting, conscious interaction with your teamwork. Is that simple? Yes, is that simple. Thank you very much for the like, and thank you for the tips in advance. If anybody in the chat right now have no questions, I think I'm going to end it here and now. And please, in the comment below, tell me how did you like this new way of presenting using Livestream? Was the sound okay with the new studio that we built here? And again, I know a lot of people are writing to me. Continue to do so. With or without tips, you could actually send me any questions or any suggestion topic that you'd like to see here on the Friday Live. The Friday Live Agile. And why did I talk about today the X-Wing diagram, setting up the coach, and the Agile Manifesto value, and also the expectation setting from a coach? It's because after last week, I started receiving these questions about, you explain the interview question, but what is my role as a coach? How could I set forth the boundaries? So Sandra, I hope that I answer your question by showing you it. And we might in the email reply, because yes, I'm using your question to build an authentic unscripted show here every Friday. But I will also reply to your email with a link to grab this for you for free. I'm providing it to the community. And Michael Lanson asked me, is it still relevant to use the X-Wing diagram? Well, it is so, but as I discovered this week in my coaching circle with Evelyn Tian, there's this trampoline thing of balancing consulting and coaching. So this is why I'm gonna revamp it. But of course, I'm gonna send you this model for you to use it. And yes, I think it's still relevant when you use this actually to help win a contract for you, because you could actually position yourself and tailor it to responding to the needs of your client. Do they need coaching more, or do they need training more? If they need more teaching, maybe show up more, and especially if you want to do that, because again, you could go into the path of training, CTC, certified train coach, or you could go into the CST, certified Scrum training, and or you could go into the CEC, certified enterprise coaching, which is me. So because me, I'm a lot more into coaching with seasoning executive into the enterprise level here. So that was to answer Michael and Sandra. I hope I did a good job. Please give me a thumbs up if I did. And I'm open to your comment to improve myself anytime. On that, I wish you a beautiful weekend wherever you are in the world. And see you next Friday with another experiment and another topic, either from your questions or from your suggestion. Who knows? And so on that, thank you for watching and see you next week.